Hi, I'm Gene Heinrich, pastor of Rockwood, Seventh-day Adventist Church in Portland, Oregon. I am connected with Portland Adventist Academy and Portland Adventist Elementary School.
Hi, I'm Linda Wagon, and I teach 6th, 7th, and 8th grade, specifically social studies. I have 6th grade homeroom, and this is at Portland Adventist Elementary School. I've been here for 17 years.
I was really excited when I found out about the Every Child Deserves to Know Christ grant program, because I knew there were kids in our community who had seen Adventist education as something out of their reach, whose lives were going to be changed by this. So within days of finding out, I was down at the school looking for the application forms, bugging them on a regular basis. Where's those forms? What do you need to do to get our students in this program? But even worthy student funds from our church and worthy student funds from the school weren't enough to help the poorest of the families, especially the refugee groups that we started working with about 4 years ago. There are over 88 languages spoken in Rockwood. Refugees from all over the world have found a new home and actually what they feel like is a little taste of heaven right here in what most people consider to be one of the poorest, scariest neighborhoods in all of Oregon. At first, the teachers didn't know what to expect when they saw these new refugees, some of them only in the country for a few months, walking into their classrooms with English as a second language.
When I come into my classroom and I ask how many of you speak English at home, and over 60% do not, I know that I have my challenges too to make sure that they understand.
The kids seem to just brighten up the room. They haven't grown up in traditional American homes. They've been living in abject poverty, something unlike we've ever seen here in the United States.
My history isn't their history, so I have to bring American history to become their history, as well as acknowledging their own histories and giving them a chance to voice that.
The life in the refugee camp is just about survival moment by moment. And when these kids get an opportunity to be educated, they really just light up. They're excited, they're passionate, and they're good students. And I think even though there's a language barrier, the teachers have seen that these kids can be a real blessing to their classrooms.
What I find is that it's the best place for them to be, in a place where there's not many people who speak their language, because they're immersed in it.
As a pastor of a Seventh-day Adventist church, Adventist education is just part of what we do.
I'm a member of the Rockwood Church, and my pastor, Gene Heinrich, is very involved with the school. He's served on a number of committees. He comes in and does worships regularly.
These aren't some schools that we just send our money to and send our kids to. These are our schools. I like to remind my church members that this is our school, and that kind of catches some of them off guard. I didn't know we had a school. Yes, we're a constituent church. That means we own this school. We need to take ownership in it.
So Gene and I have probably worked the closest together. He's done Bible studies for my 6th graders.
I've encouraged my members to see this as part of our ministry. Everything that happens at the school is part of the ministry of Rockwood Seventh-day Adventist Church.
We have pastors come in once a week for Friday worships, but we also have them in at other times for studies, just even to hang out sometimes. And that's really important, because the students see them as not just some sage on the stage.
One of the most exciting things that I've seen happen since I've been here at Rockwood is the expansion of a movement called Shalom Rockwood. It's a group of faith leaders in their community from multiple different Christian backgrounds who have a passion to see Rockwood rise up above where it is now, and to see people who are living in poverty actually have an opportunity to survive and overcome poverty and crime. So for the last 2.5 years, I've been meeting on a monthly basis with a few other people on a steering committee to try to build connection between our faith communities, look for opportunities that we can serve together in the community and just be the hands and feet of Jesus.
And when kids see people that they connect with on Sabbath, they see people they connect with during the week at church, it just really solidifies that Christianity is more than a once a week or worship time at school or just something we talk about.
And so one of the things I'm really looking forward to is conversations with our athletic director and PE teacher at Portland Adventist Elementary School, and looking for ways that our athletic teams can partner with the church and engage in the community to help children learn to know about Jesus. Soccer is a big thing to refugees. It's maybe the only sport that they're familiar with. And so this spring, we're looking at ways to get our soccer team engaged with local ministries involved in real football, not American football, and showing these kids the love of Christ on a personal one-to-one basis.
My biggest encouragement to pastors, to congregation, to teachers is don't be afraid. Just open your heart and the rest will happen. Because God's love comes in, your love will come in, your relationship will work and make a difference in a child's life forever.